Okay, in this example, we're interested in finding whether the integral from 0 to infinity of 1 over 1 plus x squared dx converges or diverges. Okay, so this is another type 1 improper integral because we have an infinite domain. And I sketched the graph of this function, so we're interested in the integral from 0 to positive infinity. So we want to know, can we give a numerical value to the area between the function and the x-axis? In other words, does this integral converge to a finite number or does it diverge? So as we've seen in the previous couple of videos, we're going to set this up as a limit. I'm going to choose just an arbitrary variable here, b. We're going to find an expression for the area from 0 to b. And then we're going to let b get arbitrarily large towards positive infinity. And to do that, we're going to set up a limit. So I'm going to write this as the limit as b approaches infinity of the integral from 0 to b of 1 over 1 plus x squared dx. So you might recognize the function in the integrand as the derivative of inverse tangent, which it is. So when we integrate here, we're going to still write the limit as b approaches infinity until we're ready to evaluate it at the very end. And this is going to be inverse tangent or arctangent evaluated from 0 to b. So applying the fundamental theorem of calculus, we'll write limit as b approaches infinity of tangent inverse of b minus tangent inverse of 0. Okay, let's talk about tangent inverse of 0. This is asking us for the angle between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2 whose tangent is 0. And tangent is sine over cosine, so we're really interested in the angle from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2 whose sine is 0. And that has to be 0. Right? So this is just going to be 0, angle 0. I meant to erase there. Okay, so this is just equal to 0 radians. All right, now let's talk about, well, how are we going to evaluate the limit as b approaches infinity of tangent inverse of b? To do that, we kind of need to see what the tangent inverse function looks like and how it behaves as b gets arbitrarily large. So I'm going to draw a sketch of tangent inverse, which is obviously the inverse of the tangent function. So it's the tangent function between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2 that's been reflected over the line y equals x, and it looks like this. It has asymptotes at positive and negative pi over 2. So this lower asymptote here is at the angle of negative pi over 2, and this upper asymptote here lies at the angle pi over 2. And this function takes in ratios of a right triangle and gives you an angle whose tangent is that ratio, that value. And so we care about how does this function behave as the input gets arbitrarily large. So as the input values get arbitrarily large, so these ratios that we're inputting into the function, as the inputs get arbitrarily large, the output values are approaching pi over 2, right? Because it's never going to get beyond that asymptote. And so this limit, as b approaches infinity, of tangent inverse of b is equal to pi over 2. This is a finite value, which means that our improper integral will converge to this value. That's it. So what we're really talking about is just remember the area underneath that function that we originally started with, that's the function that we're integrating, from 0 to infinity converges to pi over 2.